Okay, so now we've given you an overview of the van, we'll now break down into the individual components. So the first thing we're going to start on is the Rhino-Pod. So the Rhino-Pod comes pre-built. I believe it's manufactured in Italy, but it was supplied by a UK company. And usually what you'll find is this has this shelf on this side, so therefore you can put 2 stoves on it or whatever, but unfortunately it doesn't fit in the van with this, so I've removed this from the actual pod itself. So the next thing to look at is the tap. So this is a USB tap, so it's charged from the rear behind here. So it does mean you take it out, you take it to where the nearest USB point is, plug it in, recharge it, but it seems to last a fair while. And then on the other side here, you can see then we've also got another shelf. Now both these shelves will actually collapse by using the catches underneath if you need extra storage space before you get onto site, but being on it I tend to leave it up as it fits in anyway, and it fits directly between the actual bed itself over here and the back unit, and allows space over here for the ice cooler box. So under here we have a fresh water tank, 5 litres, and also wastewater. Now I've used this over the weekends. There's a little bit of wastewater which you should be able to just about see in there, and the fresh water is still fairly full. Now this unit, I must admit that I find the bottles very, very tight to get in, and when I push one in, what I did find is the sink actually just popped up. I must admit it doesn't really affect the usage of it though, and it didn't bother me, so I haven't really tried to stick it back down, because it does just look like it's silicone and it's just popped up anyway. The unit has a catch here so that you can actually hinge it, and you can have the shelf either folded all the way back, or if you want to you can put it on the catch and that will hold it into place there. It comes as standard with a chopping board, so this can simply be taken out and you can use it either here or here. But this shelf here is also happens to fit like the camping gas small bottle canister type cooking stoves, as you'll probably see in some of the other videos we've done. It comes with a plug. Take the plug out and simply button on the top. You don't need to press and keep your finger on it. You can simply press it and it dispenses cold water. When you finish filling up what you want, simply press the button and it will actually stop. As I said, all the wastewater goes into this canister and it can be moved later, but as I said, it is quite tight under there. As I mentioned, what I've done here is actually removed the side shelf on this unit, because I wanted to put this post on it which now holds my electrics. However, if you didn't want that set up, then obviously you could leave the shelf on and it would be quite easy to obviously bolt that post to this part of the bed here. So the next video we'll look at is the toilet that we fitted to this van.